Welcome into another edition of Go Statesmen TV. I'm Clayton Kaufman. Thanks for tuning in to WHCQ tonight. We have got a great show for you. Coming up, we've got highlights and analysis from the Statesmen's win against North Greenville in the NCAA Division II playoffs. We're also going to take a look at Statesman basketball. Terry Leak Jr. was able to hit a game winner against Henderson State University last week. A big win for the Statesmen there. And we're also going to take a look at Micah Davis's trip to the Connerly Award presentation in Jackson, Mississippi. We were able to talk with him and Coach Ron Roberts about the big award. And finally, we'll wrap up the show tonight with highlights from the Statesmen's win against the Crusaders of North Greenville. The Delta State football team continued its run through the NCAA Division II playoffs with a 28-23 win December 3rd over the North Greenville Crusaders. The Statesmen were led by sophomore running back Richard Freelon, who ran for 138 yards and 3 touchdowns. The big, bruising, downhill runner was superb all game long.
Basically just get behind the line, running hard, and just read my keys. And they told me that they was going to blitz hard, so I just basically just read my keys and hit the hole.
With the offensive line paving the way for Freelon, head coach Ron Roberts knew the Clinton, Mississippi native had to keep getting touches.
You know, every once in a while when you're running, we got enough backs that we kind of trying to find which one had the hot hand. And, you know, he kind of had the hot hand, and so we kept him in there and ran him a lot more than usually what he gets. And just did a great job. I mean, but he was the guy. He was running the ball with a lot of authority.
After an opening drive touchdown by Delta State, North Greenville would get back into the game after getting a few stops on defense and a couple turnovers from the Statesman offense.
We have a couple mishaps in a row. You know, fumble, a third down conversion. We never got the exchange. We turned the ball over on a couple turnovers there in a row, and you know, just allowed them to get back in it, and then they got momentum.
Crusaders quarterback Willie Korn, a transfer from Clemson, threw 2 touchdown passes in the first half as North Greenville took a 17-14 lead into the half. The Statesman defense needed a rebound, according to sophomore linebacker Ixavier Triplett.
Well, we had a pretty good assignment for the first half, but we wasn't just executing the way we wanted to. But the second half, we pretty much locked in and got the job well done.
After a scoreless third quarter, Delta State would return to its running game and Freelon to lift them in the fourth. Freelon capped off a 67-yard drive with his second touchdown of the game, this one from 1 yard out.
I thought he made some real tough yards for us, some tough conversions, and you know, several times dragged the pile, moved the pile, and continued to drive with guys hanging all over him. And he's a tough kid, great football player, great competitor, and we're real proud of him.
Delta State's defense stepped up to the plate after the 1 yard score and forced a 3-and-out and got the ball back to its offense.
We knew second half we had to come back out and do our assignment because the offense wasn't looking too good, but we know we're a team, and the offense and defense and the special teams win a game, and we just knew what we had to do second half to turn it up.
With a 21-17 lead, the Statesmen needed one more score to put the game away, and it was Freelon who came through. 52 yards away from the end zone, Delta State ran 8 times during the 11-play drive, converted 2 third downs, and watched as Freelon put the game away with another 1-yard touchdown run. The Statesmen would hold on to win after a 4th down run by Freelon to clinch the victory over North Greenville. A trip to Pittsburgh State in Kansas is in store for the number 8 ranked Statesmen next week. Coach Ron Roberts can't wait.
They're going to hang their hat on offense and run the football. I know they've got a couple talented wide receivers. They got a big running back. They're going to have aggressive, very physical offensive line. They've always been known for that. They're going to have some great those little Kansas boys up there that just, you know, big old suckers that come mowing off the football in there. So we're anticipating that.
We've got a break on Go Statesmen TV, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.